Welcome to Steel and Naz, Mass Music Radio's Pioneer Podcast. We're located in Quincy Point at the Mass Music Radio headquarters. As you see, we're in the holiday swing of things. What's up, Mr. Viking? What's going on, kid?
Things are looking great, dude.
Yeah.
Having a great day. How about yourself, Pope?
Good. Uncle Rico?
Feeling good.
Gardner Minshew?
Feeling good. Who knows who I am? We'll find out.
On today's show, we're joined by
Going over
Nesson
mountains either
content
way.
producer and Quincy's own Ricky Doyle. Welcome to the show, man. What's going
I
on?
feel very underdressed right now.
We're good.
But after
man.
that
We're good.
little wine mishap to get the show going,
Yeah.
things are looking
Looks
up for
alright.
us.
Yeah,
One step at a time.
we're good. Yeah. On today's show, we'll get right into the World Series between the Nationals and the Astros. We're 2 games in now. Nationals are kind of kicking ass, and kind of our keys are for both sides. We also transitioning to how the Red Sox offseason is going to pan out this winter, and we'll see how that goes, Also, we will take a look at how the Patriots have continued their dominance this season, just cutting people left and right, and still 7-0, letting up the least amount of points seen in quite some time.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Lastly, we'll have our weekly segments on our NFL Week 8 picks, Steel Salute, more Halloween feel this time around with the is it magic or motivational we going with today?
I'm still motivational, Mike. Sober October is done, but it is a motivational Mike.
All right,
Quite
motivational.
a, quite a run.
Yeah.
So you guys don't do this every week? Is what you're telling me?
No.
Alright.
Oh, no.
No, that's part of the
Definitely
shtick.
Yeah.
It's different
It
costume
ain't a
week.
shtick.
Along with my bonehead of the week. So, we'll get right down the brass tacks here. We're going to the World Series Game 3 tomorrow night, which is Friday night. We got the Nationals up 2-0. Scherzer and Strasburg really showed their colors there, while Verlander and Garrett Cole kind of went to shits. What's our kind of reaction here?
I'm a little surprised.
Love it. Could watch Alex Bregman blow games all the fucking year. Hate that guy. That's the worst.
How about Juan Soto kind of stepping up here and being kind of Goliath?
Yeah, did you know he's 20?
20,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I'm getting pretty sick of that narrative. Like they're digging deep with some of the graphics too. They're like, this guy is the 3rd youngest in MLB history to record an RBI in the 6th inning or later, and it's
Yeah.
his 3rd game or fewer of a playoff series.
Yeah, with like 1 out. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
stop it. Get it.
How about this Kirk Suzuki guy just stepping in big home runs? They're doing their dances and what was the little thing they had there?
The, like, train thing?
Oh yeah, little
Sending it.
freight train.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. And then you have Ryan Zimmerman there. Just
What a stud.
yeah, he's been there.
Way
He's
to
been there
preserve
for
it.
like 15 years, and now they're actually like winning something.
Yeah, and he's actually been like part of it.
Yeah. So
He's actually good at
are we
football.
seeking a comeback in the making here with is it Greinke versus Anibal Sanchez, or are we kind of going the other way and saying it's the Nats year?
Nats in 5. That's what
Nats
I'm
in
thinking.
5.
The thing about the Nationals, like, I look at their roster, I'm like, I feel like this team should have been better in like 2012. Like every guy on the
Yeah.
team is
Yeah.
like 65 years old.
I know. Anibal Sanchez is going off.
Did,
It's been lights
did
out
they
for them.
sneak in on this world? Like
It's all over them. You kidding me? That's all over them.
drop what you did. Tell us
It's
about that
it's
tweet
all
that you
over
dropped.
them. Nats over Astros.
What made
Yeah.
you think that though? Why'd you pick the Nationals
Yeah.
back in opening day? Like,
I
what
mean,
made you think that they could do
It
it?
was just that rotation. I mean, the top 3 of Scherzer, Strasburg, and I was huge on Corbin.
That's their 4th. That's crazy. They
Yeah,
love-
and I mean, coming into this series, I still like them because I do like the fact that they have a 4th starter, whereas Houston's more relying on the bullpen beyond the top 3. But I don't know. I'm not as quick to write off Houston in this series as
Oh
you
no,
guys.
they're a bunch of
Very
veterans.
good.
Been there,
Them.
done
Very
that.
good.
I could see Greinke coming out in Game 3 and shoving.
Oh, yeah. It's possible.
Last night they
Good
intentionally walked that rookie Alvarez to get that Carlos Correa, and I'm like, where does this stop with these guys?
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
what the fuck,
is
yeah.
it ever gonna end? I don't know. I think the Nationals, as long as they take, even 1 of 3 at home, I think they can still have a chance to get it done in Game 6 or Game 7.
Loved how they won over there, though. Those Astro fans getting real cocky in those stands.
I feel like
Real cocky.
What were they doing?
They expect to win. They expect to win everything.
I'm
Can't
getting
stand it.
Minute Maid Park fatigue a little bit
Yeah.
over these past few playoffs. Like, I feel like every time I flip on a playoff game, it's at Minute Maid Park,
Mm-hmm.
and the Astros are hitting 7 home runs a game, and it's just the train's going.
Yeah.
It's
Train's
just-
going, the fireworks
The
are
hoopla is out of control. I'm sick of the Crawford boxes in left field. Sick of those. It's just, it's too much.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad the Dodgers are out too. I was getting very Dodgers fatigue.
Oh yeah,
It was hitting hard.
they can thank Joe Kelly for just blowing Game 5. Fucking
That was sick.
unreal. Shout out to Squantum. You really fucking suck,
Yeah,
huh?
fucking bums.
Shout out to the Yankees for blowing their chance to get the World
I know.
Series. I know people want to shit on you for that
Yeah.
steal.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I
Okay.
fucking don't have to get there.
Eventually we will.
Go somewhere else. I don't know.
So what's our final picks here? I'm picking. I originally had Astros in 6. I'm gonna go with Nationals in 6. I'm switching my vote.
I think Nats in 5.
Nats
I
in
think
5. What do you think, Mike?
Scherzer, Strasburg's gonna win it.
Your World Series prediction was the.
Uncle Rico's going
yeah.
Astros in 7.
This-
Ooh, the comeback
Wow.
kid. I like that.
All right, I gotta stick with the Nats. I gotta go back.
Yeah.
I came 6 months. I can backtrack
beginning
now.
of the season.
I'll take them in
Yeah.
7 though.
How much money would you have won if you stuck with that?
I don't know. I don't want to think
Yeah, I
about
don't
it.
think
so.
about that.
Couple mil?
Yeah.
Well, Medeiros, what was your pick? You said Tampa Rays were gonna win, right?
I did, yeah. I did. I chose them to make the World Series out of the AL, but
A damn shame.
I still think I think they could have.
And still, your pick was the Yankees, right?
It was.
How'd that go?
So we fought through all those injuries all year, and then this little Venezuelan Justin Keenan fucking hit a bomb that took me down. It was tough. Really hated it. Not gonna lie.
Nice ending of the series there. Nice little. Speaking of corks, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well,
Bastard.
our next segment of the show. Well, we'll get to Steele's annual salute. And who do you got this week?
This week for the Steel Salute, going with my big man, Fletcher Cox. Out here just cucking people left and right. He was out, he had a dude's ex-girlfriend over his house. Guy came to his house with a baseball bat. So Fletcher Cox, a 310-pound man, grabs his shotgun and chases him down. Gets him out of there.
And this
I
isn't the
salute
first
that.
time, right?
No, he did this. This is occurred 2017, I think it was.
It's an
Did it
Uncle
again.
Rico move.
Take notes, brother. Take notes.
I'm taking them.
Comes from a man who knows his weaponry.
He just-
Have a shotgun. Yeah.
That
have
guy
a
had a
shotgun.
fucking baseball bat, man. Guy did not come prepared. Got to
That-
come with
that
like an
would've-
axe and a horde.
That would have done the job on the ex-boyfriend coming in.
You think it was the Mick Foley barbed wire wrapped around the bat? Because that's
That
all
would have been
different
amazing.
ballgame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
no.
But this guy's what, like 6'6", like 310, like.
Something that did not.
Why does
not
he even
small
need
man.
a shotgun? Like, why can't he just like fend for himself?
I don't. Yeah.
Well, if
who
you're
knows?
banging guys' exes, you have to expect.
Yeah,
this
as much as
type
he
of
wants,
thing,
he
you
knows.
know?
He knew that guy was coming.
He knew he was coming, and he wants to make sure. Hey, you got a bat or an axe? Like I'm gonna blow you through the fucking. I'm gonna blow you through the wall.
Well,
He ain't walking into my house and
Yeah.
fucking.
Not on
This is
his
my
watch,
property
baby.
now.
Not on his watch.
It's happened. I've seen it happen. It hasn't happened to Uncle Rico, but maybe it has. I don't fucking know.
statistically,
I know
I
his
saw
level, buddy.
he's kind of had his worst year of the season. At least he's getting some pussy or some shit.
Yeah,
you know,
got
that's
to
good
get
for him.
something anyway.
Well, my salute,
No Pro Bowl
we're gonna
bonus.
bring it back to you. My salute would have been Jose Altuve.
Again,
That unbelievable crusher just fucking ruined you, huh?
it did.
That whole DJ LeMahieu smile 3-run home run.
That was sick because known woman beater Roberto Ozuna left that up. So like that was really cool.
I remember I texted you. I said that's a hell of a home run, but stay tuned because your shit's about
Yeah,
to
stay
crumble.
tuned. And I mean, the Red Sox already well at home at this point. It's like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
like,
with that World Series ring from last year. When was the last time you
I'm
won?
not living in the past, dude. I've been here my whole life. I don't live in the past. I'm not.
You're
You
living-
guys are
We
living
got a
in the past.
Nesson
You were
guy
just
on,
living in the
Stu.
past.
We got a Nesson guy. We got a Sox guy on.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Dude.
there's this shit on you. They fucked up.
I
They
get,
blew
I
it.
get it.
The
See,
Savages blew it. They
This
ain't
is one of my
Savages.
favorite
Savages.
parts of
Fuck.
Halloween, though. Is like if you go to a Halloween party, there's a potential for a fight between people in costumes. Like you could get mixed up with like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, then you're fucked.
You're like you don't know what the fuck he's capable of. Like shit, you got like Harry Dunn fighting like Fred Flintstone. Like, it's just wild. It adds a whole new element.
Harry
to
Dunn,
things.
what a name drop.
Yeah.
What a name drop.
I'm just a pope trying to drink some wine. I can't even fucking do that right now.
Whose fault is that?
Let me try and pour you some.
Yeah, it's not working out.
What did you do, man?
I think the cork's stuck in there, but you know what? We'll get there. We'll get there.
He's trying to finish the whole
I'm a-
bottle, but can't even open the fucking thing.
I'm gonna give this to my grandson off stage. He'll get it out. Fucking Pope can't pop a cork. I bet I could throw a pigskin over those mountains though.
Damn right.
So we
Calling
get-
it up.
Oh.
There we go. All right, we'll get to our next topic here. And it's kind of the Red Sox review of kind of how the season all went. Obviously, it didn't go as planned. There's a lot of firing in terms of Dave Dombrowski, Dana Levangie.
Keep going.
Grandson's having a problem.
Yeah. Fuck. But in a more serious note, where does this team go from here? Now they kind of got rid of a couple people, and now there's kind of rumors of Mookie Betts going, and then that will lead to JD Martinez along with a couple pending free agents there.
I mean, it feels like one of those guys is going, be it JD or Mookie Betts. I mean, I don't know. It's one of these things where I guess you see how JD approaches his contract situation. If he opts out, then I think that leaves open the possibility that maybe they get something done with Mookie. But I mean, at the same time, I think they sort of have an idea that Mookie Betts might not be back here, just based on all the comments that have been made and the fact that they did go out of their way to sign Xander Bogaerts and Chris Sale those extensions. I don't know if that was sort of a proactive approach and saying,
and they
maybe Mookie's going to leave next offseason. I don't know. It just seems like the writing's sort of been on the wall there for him to leave.
Absolutely. They got hooked up with signing Xander to that contract because, I mean, if he got it right now, he'd probably make a little under double the money, which is crazy. But what do you think? Like, I'm thinking Dave Dombrowski, it's his fault there. I mean, he didn't get any bullpen. Craig Kimbrell walks away. They really have no one the whole season. That's what you kind of blame. I mean, they're the best offense in baseball for the most part. I mean, kind of wear and tearing with the Yankees there, but the bullpens, even starting pitcher didn't show up.
Ever, but whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude.
I mean, you can look at statistics, look at batting averages.
Whatever, man.
He's still shook about that Jose Altuve home run.
See him in my sleep. Off.
Yeah.
Oh, bastard.
So I'm seeing a couple of these guys here. We got like Rick Porcello probably out the door.
Guy's a bomb.
Mitch Moreland out the door. I think Brock Holt has a good chance of staying.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he
Brock
sort
Holt.
of played his way out of there with
Yeah.
from a contract standpoint. I think some teams probably gonna overpay for him. They'll seek a regular everyday second base job elsewhere.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It just seems like too that they seem pretty adamant about getting below like the $208 million mark in their payroll. Otherwise, they'd be sort of fucked when it comes to like repercussions. They'd be docked the draft pick and have to pay a X amount of taxes and shit. So that's sort of like I think they're serious about getting under that number, which is really going to hamstring them. Which is sort of why it goes back to I think that ultimately they're going to have to choose between JD or Mookie. Yeah. That was a nice gesture.
Oh yeah, Uncle Rico's kid, is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's my guy. Grandson.
Don't worry about it.
I'll drink to that. No.
It's pretty
Stand
decent
and
pour,
take a
all
couple
things
times.
considered.
Hey, show them your shirt. Wicked smart. My kid's wicked smart.
Moving on to the pigskin, I'll get to this week's my bonehead of the week, and I mean it was pretty easy, guys. Monday Night Football, quarterback seeing ghosts. It's really just too easy. Adam Gase with the eyes coming out,
Yeah, that guy's a freak.
a 33-0 shit stomping, 4 picks. They have this guy marked outside on the bench saying, "I'm seeing ghosts," and the linebacker core is calling themselves the Boogeyman. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, you gotta love it. Sam Darnold, I mean, that was probably the worst quarterback display I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's just awful.
It wasn't good.
Definitely
it
not
wasn't good.
Uncle Rico, dude. Gotta get out there, show him the
I don't.
ropes.
I'll tell you one thing. That's a guy I don't even really want to help.
Yeah.
He's got no swag.
Beneath you.
I don't like
Beneath you.
anything about him. The Jets suck. Like I wouldn't waste my time on a guy like Sam Darnold. He was seeing Uncle Rico's ghost. Motherfucker. I'm glad we kicked his ass though. That was just fun to watch.
No, that was
It
sick.
was fun to watch
What
at
a
the
bummer.
Irish
That was-
pub. Shout out the Irish pub.
It was 17-0 after like 8 minutes. That game was over before it even started. Like
Was
What a
his
bunch of
first throw a
clowns.
pick? I think the first one.
might have been Was
I think
it
the
Deron
first one might
Harmon
have
or
been
yeah? I think it was Harmon.
Yeah.
Pick.
57 total yards, too.
Yeah. No,
It's a stat guy.
just
Yeah.
awful.
But with that being said, when do the Patriots lose?
That's
Do
it.
they ever lose?
I mean, they
Is
got
this our
know.
year? We go 18 and
It
out.
could be.
fellas.
they
It
got
could
Cleveland coming in this weekend. I mean, they're probably going to pump the brakes off them, despite even they're losing Josh Gordon. They're gaining Mohamed Sanu. So people are just coming in and out just weekly. We got rid of Michael Bennett.
Fuck him.
There's gonna be a slip up there.
Yeah. It's
You
gonna
know,
be
it's
something.
inevitable.
Yeah.
Where you see it?
I'm thinking maybe the Dallas game.
gonna be a
You
bad
get the
one.
Eagles coming out of the bye, and then you generally
Eagles won.
play well coming out of the bye. I think they'll probably blow doors on that one. And
I
then
w-
maybe the following week you get a little bit of a letdown against Dallas, because Dallas, for all their flaws, is pretty good in the trenches. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I like to mix up in the trenches.
Yeah.
It's a little smash mouth football.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
So I don't know, maybe there. Maybe Buffalo. Buffalo's a pain in the ass. You know,
Yeah.
the game
Yeah,
against
I just
Buffalo.
feel like at
Late
home
season,
they're gonna be
like
fine.
AFC's
Yeah.
game, and Miami's a bunch of bums, so like that one's out.
And see, in the Baltimore game, Baltimore's a weird one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they can sort of.
I just think with these
Minimize
dual,
the flukiness of that
these
offense.
dual threat guys, I just think they're gonna keep them in check, keep them in the box. But the team I think that has a good chance. We go on the road. I think to Houston in like December. I think that's one to look out
Yeah,
too.
Deshaun will be tough.
That's
yeah.
a team that either show up or they don't. I mean, last week was at Indianapolis. Last week they just
Yeah.
shit the bed. They've had a couple good wins this year. I think they're like 4-3 or something like that. They got a big one this weekend against the Raiders. But I mean, you'll see that on our picks later. We'll see.
It's
who
like
we
the
pick
Cowboys.
there.
Like they show up and they don't. I mean, they lost to the Jets.
Yeah, and then we.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the story of the NFL this year.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Once you think you got to figure it out next week, you just look like an asshole. It's
The Patriots
Straight
don't.
up.
That's why I think they can beat them, because most of these teams fumble over themselves. And
Yeah.
Tom Brady's a fucking winner. Always wins.
Definitely.
And we just signed that
Not
guy
a
from
loser.
Atlanta, the wide receiver I saw.
Sanu, yes, Mohamed Sanu.
Nice trade. Yeah.
Love
Okay,
it.
that's his name.
Love
I didn't
it.
know that. That was Julio Jones. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because
I fucking wish, baby.
Uncle Rico trained Tom Brady back
Yeah.
in the day, and that's why he is the best quarterback ever. That's just a fact.
Give him a guy with 2 legs, 2 arms. They'll catch it. Passes from this guy.
It doesn't matter. They're going 18-0
guy,
this
look
year.
at
This
guy.
is the
Keep
year.
going.
He doesn't throw like me. I tried to get him to do the sling arm, but he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, so that's the Patriot segment.
Fellas, this is a Halloween episode. Act like your characters.
I'm just the Pope, man, trying to get drunk, drinking some wine.
Well, this guy dressed up.
He had the two hands.
This guy dressed
Yeah,
up as
yeah,
he dressed up as the baseball correspondent.
Yeah.
We gotta get
Although
a
I
couple
did
more
wear
co-
my NWO shirt. In case
Okay.
There we
in
go.
case, shit hit the
Put
fan.
that
hat.
shit down. We have a competing podcast.
You know,
Against
I-
turn. We don't like that shit. Put that down. They're in the building.
Yeah, those
they're,
bastards over there.
they're taking notes on us
Shout
right
out
now.
to Heel
Hill's
Turn,
turn
yeah.
sucks. Their views suck.
Is
No
this
one's
the-
watching that shit.
It's like the Monday Night Wars of podcast.
Yeah.
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 Starts- starts now.
Speaking of Dog Day afternoon, yeah. All right.
Godson. Third time's coming.
All right. Now we will proceed to the Magic Mike we're doing this week or motivational. I forget.
We just pick a different adjective every week.
He called himself
Essentially.
motivational last week after he was magic for the first 2 episodes.
I started as Magic Mike. Then I went to Motivational Mike. This week I'm Motivational Uncle Rico. I mean, I'm whatever I'm whatever
What a
I want to be.
chameleon.
All right.
I'm a chameleon. You put me in these situations. I know I gotta motivate this week, so I'm gonna stick with Motivational Mike. But there magic might happen where we're going.
Yeah, wait
So
for the
it's a
comments.
Motivational Magic
Let's not
Mike
rule out a rabbit
Yeah.
coming out of that hat.
That's
Can't
Where's
wait
my
for something
bucket
to
hat?
happen. You got to make it happen. Absolutely. Well, we'll cut it. We'll get to the Medeiros minute. Here we go.
Yeah, crank that fucking thing open.
Pope Naz here. Kind of the wine's getting the best of me. Our guy Magic Mike is out in Sedona, Arizona. Is it Magic Mike or is it Uncle Rico? What's going on there, Uncle Rico?
It's Uncle Rico, and I'm here with my grandson, Gardner Minshew. Oh boy, Gardner, you let that one rip.
Yeah, I let a lot of things rip.
What have you been ripping lately?
You know, I got this song brewing in my head. You know, I want to play for you guys.
Okay.
You know, I thought maybe a lot of you guys might like it. You know, I like it. A lot of people, you know, like it too.
Can you sing it as good as you throw a football?
I try.
Is that some bulge I'm seeing?
Might be.
It's a real deal.
I just flew in from Arizona, into Arizona. Hey, first time smoking peyote. Here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, ho. Buckety, fuck, fuck, buckety, fuck, fuck, yeah. Buckety, fuck, fuck, buckety, fuck, fuck, yeah. Hey!
What did I tell you about that song?
Sorry,
you don't play
guys.
that song around here, Napoleon.
Oh man, I was up all night doing pool last night. Hold on. Let me tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, tone it down. What?
Shit, sorry,
You got
guys.
Bud Lights in your pocket?
Yeah. I
You got a big game against the fucking Jets.
And I am fucking driving tonight.
Garner!
What?
What are you doing?
I'm preparing.
I told you to eat steaks. Are you gonna shotgun a beer right now?
I'm playing the fucking
We're
Jets.
supposed to be. We're in beautiful Sedona, Arizona, most peaceful
gives-
place in the country. We're here to throw some pigskin over some goddamn mountains.
That's right.
At least I taught him how to do that well. Okay, wow, damn, he put that down.
Smell.
Are you
Tastes
ready,
like
to
ragoons.
throw, you ready to throw the fucking
ready.
pigskin around?
Dude, put me in.
You
Coach.
got one more song you want to sing?
I mean, I got one more. I could do one.
I taught you back in the day I could throw this thing fucking over. You remember when we went state?
Yeah. Can you show the people?
When I went state?
Yeah.
I was slinging the ball around like that. I throw it. I cut it back. I throw it like this. Little deck. Right back to me. Let's see how you throw it, Garner. Come on right down, Uncle Rico. There you go, brother. All right. Now I'm going to teach you how to throw that ball over that goddamn nice mountain right there over in Sedona. We're here in beautiful Sedona.
No wonder why it's so fucking hot here.
Yeah, it's real hot. Why did you take that off?
Yeah. Well, I could take everything else out too. You ever seen a porno before?
Where do you think I got the mustache from, Garner?
I once watched all of Castaway just to see Helen Hunt's tits. You know how much, how many, how fucking awful that movie was just to see Helen Hunt's tits. Took me fucking 3.5 hours just to see fucking Helen Hunt's.
To be honest, Garner, I didn't even know.
Fucking wet T-shirt.
Oh, wet T. Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say I didn't know there was a nude.
with a white T-shirt on. It was awesome.
I didn't even know there was a nude scene
Yeah, she's
in
hot.
that movie. Castaway, good movie. Shout out.
Really not. No, it's really not nude, but it's like they knew it was raining, and she knew she was wearing a white T-shirt, but she was just like, I haven't seen you in 5 years.
Don't you see enough like really hot girls though with the Jacksonville Jaguars
Yeah,
friggin' cheerleaders?
You know what? You tag and bag them, but like that, there's always that one that you really want.
Helen Hunt was your one.
Helen Hunt.
Helen Kahn, huh?
You heard it here
Oh
first.
yeah.
You heard it here first on Steel and Nas.
Oh,
Gardner
what a-
Minshew.
What a babe.
What a babe. Do you want to take a throw? You want to throw it over that mountain?
Fake,
A little fake.
a little bit of fake. Pass on.
You think the Jets are gonna fall for that fake this weekend?
Oh, the Jets. Oh, they're seeing ghosts still.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing fucking stars.
Yeah, what's that peyote like? Is that kicking in yet? I'm feeling a little spacey.
Well, I mean, just listen to Sly and the Family Stone. It'll bring you. It will ground you. Like you could be high as a kite. You listen to Sly and the Family Stone. It'll bring you back down to the ground. And you'll be like, whoa. Like this is some good shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Gardner, so
I'm
would you
so
rather
proud
play
I've raised this kid the way I raised him. This kid walks around with his jock strap. He stretches in front of everyone because why wouldn't you if you got something like that between your legs? And he's the best, hottest QB in the league right now. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just wake up every morning. I piss excellence. I don't look at last week as a loss because I was fully erect. I'm a starting QB in the NFL. Like, who the fuck can say that?
Not many.
You know,
Not
like-
many.
even though I
Lindley at one
lost-
time could.
Even
Ryan
though I,
who?
Lindley.
even though I lost,
Ryan Little League. Who the fuck's he?
yeah, fuck him. Even though I lost, like, I'm still 8 inches tall laying down. Like, I feel like a fucking winner.
What do you have on Big Dig Nick Foles then?
Fuck him. He's going elsewhere. I got this position on lock.
There's a new big dick in town.
What's your favorite?
Nick? Big Dick Nick never learned from good old Uncle Rico how to sling that football, I'll tell you that much. I don't know how the hell he beat Tom Brady, because I taught Tom how to throw like I taught you, Garner.
Hey, you know what? Fuck that guy.
What's your favorite sexual
Which fuck what
position?
guy?
Favorite sexual position, Garner?
Up against the wall, baby.
Which way? Where are you? What are we eating tonight?
Check these pythons out.
Yeah,
You think
let's
that's
see 'em.
legal?
Yeah, fuck no.
What are we eating tonight?
Yeah.
Pussy!
I was thinking some nice Tex-Mex
I mean, if you
or
want to go,
steak.
if you want to go to Zoomer's, I mean, it's kind of a far trek, but I'll drive.
Yeah, we can
I've
go
been
to
drinking since like fucking 3 in the morning.
some- Hell yeah, you have.
I got a
bud.
watch. I don't even know what it fucking says. It's just a watch.
What, game day in 3 days? What time do you usually shut it down operations?
Today's Friday,
Yeah.
Thursday. I don't know. I just gotta keep going.
You shut down like Sunday morning?
Oh, can I smoke in here?
No, you can't, Gardner. No, you can't. You can't.
Can I smoke in here?
No, you can't. You can put it in your mouth and think about it.
All right.
Why
Well,
don't you think about it? You can't smoke. Don't. You light that cigarette, I'll throw you into. What are you doing?
Jim Beam.
Okay, Jesus.
Jim Beam, baby.
What have they been teaching you down in Jacksonville?
Ah, well, I did nothing much. Just they don't really teach you anything. People in fucking Florida don't matter. They're fucking. You can shoot a gun through a wall and like it's okay. You know, you could hit someone in the leg and it's like, alright, well, you got shot in the leg.
Let that rip, Gardner. You make your Uncle Rico proud. I'll tell you that much. You make me proud. You want to play one song for the people as we leave?
Yeah, we can play a song.
What do you got?
You guys want to hear a song?
Yeah.
I call this
There's
one,
none of that fuckity fuck.
I call this one the Uncle Rico.
Okay. Oh.
Rico! You make my heart sing! You make everything! Rico,
Uncle.
I think I love you.
Let's suck it up.
But I wanna know for sure. Uncle Rico, I think I love you.
Jacksonville by $1 million this weekend. Hey! Let it rip.
Rico, I think I love you.
Yeah. Hey,
Rico,
hey. That's me.
Uncle Rico.
Give the fans, tell them how bad you're going to beat the Jets this week.
By 69.
That was the motivational Mike Minute. whatever the fuck that was. Now, since we're getting close to Halloween, we said, fuck it, we might as well bring up a couple, different kind of traits, things we've seen kind of over the years, and we're gonna start with Halloween candy. Medeiros, man, what are we going for candy here?
I love a good. I love a good Uncle Rico Snickers bar.
Snickers bar. That's pretty fucking weak.
Yeah,
Snickers.
yeah. I don't. I'm not a big Halloween guy, actually. To be honest, this is the first time I've dressed up as anything.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
See a sucker every once in a while.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico doesn't dress up
That's
For
true.
nobody.
for nobody.
Oh, I'll steal your fire here. I like the Bunch of Crunch. Reese's ain't bad. I remember going around the Montclair kind of North Quincy streets when I was younger. Asians, there's the different ethnicities. They're passing out like this fucked up candy.
The
They got these-
little burger
Yeah,
candy things.
yeah, it's
Dude,
like-
those things suck.
I got a toothbrush
Those things
once, like
blow.
toothpaste. Like what the fuck?
There
is
was
that
a
shit?
legend in
I don't hate
Montclair.
that.
She used to give out cans of Pepsi, and all the other parents fucking hated her. But she just didn't give a shit. She was like, the
She just
kids
went
want,
full heel.
yeah, the kids want
Like,
fucking
you know.
Pepsi, man.
Fuck you, heels turn.
I was seeing this little thing on Twitter today. Like some dude put Nickelback CD into someone's
That's
candy.
hilarious.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's
That
so
would've
funny.
been- that's honestly
so
a better
funny.
question. What's the worst gift? What's the worst shit you can give to trick or treaters? Condoms.
Like the CD, like in Big Daddy when he comes in the house, he's
Yeah.
giving him a Rolex.
That's Ricky. That's a great scene.
I think in
That
Ephes
Rolex looks nice.
Fifth Family, he gives them pasta. And it just goes in there, and they're like, "You fucking jackass! It's melting like all of our candy."
I mean,
Fucking
that's off
kids.
for the non-perishables, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Stand the test of time. You never know when you're gonna need that in a pinch.
Yeah, no, gotta be
You
there.
got a favorite?
A favorite?
Favorite candy?
I mean, you gotta go Reese's,
Yeah,
right?
that's a
Reese's,
Well,
Twix
it's a
are
peanut
good
butter.
too.
Kit
Twix are
Kat,
real
yeah,
good.
it's
Twix,
not
Kit
bad,
Kats
yeah.
are fire. Underappreciated
Yeah.
Kit Kats.
You know what's
are.
one
Kit
that's
Kats are fire.
my family likes that's horrible? You know that Dots shit? That's
Dippin'
Oh,
Dots,
oh,
like the
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 Dots. The Dots.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan at all.
No, God, no.
No.
There's certain candies that
yeah.
are like, if you like them, you're probably a serial killer.
Yeah, calm down. You know.
We've had I've had this discussion before and try to figure out what the most psychotic candy is. I've come around on circus peanuts.
It gets people going.
It's just
I agree. I agree.
rubber. It's just powdery rubber in a bag.
Those things are vile.
Is that candy? I don't even know what you're
Yeah,
talking
That's,
about.
that's
to be
candy.
it up,
That's
look it up.
candy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm-
candy. They're
honest.
orange
Trick or
things.
treating and trying.
You're better off getting pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that? Where does Halloween rank in everyone's?
It's pretty low on the list, dude.
Oh,
There's a
no,
lot of
sneaky high on.
really.
Yeah, I'm high on
Halloween
Sure,
the
you didn't
day.
even dress up.
I know. I look like a fucking hypocrite over here, but I think it's because it's novelty.
Yeah.
The novelty of it.
I love the time because I love horror movies. So October, there's just horror movies on all day. Big fan of that.
What would you say your favorite horror movie is? Or give me a top. Give me a top three, top two.
06, Hills Have Eyes.
Hills
We
Have
got,
Thighs.
no, easy.
Shout out to Medeiros Minute.
We thought it was on haunted houses.
Haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah, haunted house.
What do you
Been to
think
one of
of
those
those?
in a while.
I'd love to go to one. I
The
saw
Barretts in Abington. That one was kind of scary.
I saw one. Something popped up. You have to sign a waiver if you make it out of the haunted house. You win 20. You get 20 grand. So I'd like to kind of know what it's in Orlando. What
That's
are they doing
awesome.
in there?
That's
Yeah.
It was
awesome.
like a House of Mirrors or something.
That's amazing.
God knows. For all I know, they might kill you.
Yeah.
You got to sign a waiver.
Yeah,
and win
get the
20
finish
grand.
line. It's like we don't got 20 grand. Take them down.
It almost sounds like we might kill you, but if you make it out of here, we'll pay you a large sum of money.
Let's get down there. How much are flights tomorrow? Let's go do it.
Yeah.
Medeiros Minute.
I got a reason to go down there.
Oh yeah.
I think I might be heading down there to do something with my brother. Plug in something that's coming up, folks.
That's a little tease right there.
Little tease. Orlando might be in the mix. Yeah, if we get down there quick enough. I'll definitely let that rep. 20 grand to go through a heart. If I die, I die. I mean,
He dies. He
Sure
dies.
you wanna take.
You gotta marry one, fuck one, kill one, right?
what are we talking about?
I thought you were talking about haunted houses.
All right, we'll trade.
Wait, I want to ask. What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't know.
You
I
got
don't-
You got a week, Rick.
On
I
the
know
spot.
exactly.
You
You
gotta-
must
I
have
gotta-
some ideas circulating.
I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I've been slacking the last like probably two to 3 years in the Halloween department, and I'm ashamed to admit that. But the first step is admitting it, right? So I'll bounce back.
This is your year. This
Yeah,
is
I'll
your
bounce
year.
back. Don't
I
get
think
me
you
wrong.
should have a big year this year.
I think so.
Don't
Take
call it a
some
comeback.
take
Been
some
here for years.
inspiration.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I saved some energy from the past
There you
holidays.
go.
Yeah,
Let it
I
rip.
took it easy on Columbus Day, just for gearing up for Halloween. You know, so let's get after
Not
it.
everyone can do it, you know?
Yeah,
You could be a
getting
Ness,
old, man. I gotta fucking, I gotta save my bullets here.
a Nessa reporter would be possibly good. Just interviewing
That's true. That's
interviewing
terrifying
the
for
parents,
everyone. You know?
or be a wrestler. Since you like the NWO New World
Oh.
Order, fuck the heels turn shit. So much.
I just remember going down to Squantum in like middle school, whatever. Everyone's throwing eggs and shit, all the cars, like houses, like that. That shit used to be brutal.
I miss those days because I could throw an egg. I could throw an egg way over.
Farther than you can
I could
see,
throw
buddy.
an egg from I could throw an egg from Squantum all the way to this studio. Which,
Yeah.
if you don't know where the studio,
Put your money where your
it's
mouth is,
there.
kid.
Yeah.
What's
Put
the
your money
most
where your mouth is.
savage like vandalization? You know what I mean? Like you throw like
Egging's
I'm
up
going
there.
baloney on a car
Yeah.
because like you're just
Definitely.
being a dick at that point. Like
Pretty sure
eggs,
it's-
at least there's some like hey, there's a
I've-
rush to it. What's the rush with throwing
Yeah.
like some Oscar Mayer on a Camaro?
I've seen mac and cheese on a roof. That was a big one.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
that was a big one.
someone like took out, was it Savista, whatever it is, the cheese type of, whatever it
I
is.
don't know,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Velveeta?
So, yeah, Velveeta. Sorry, that was a classic mix-up. But someone like peeled off and just threw it off. Whatever, man. It sounds the same. Get off my case, Uncle Rico. God damn it.
Hey. I love a nice side of Velveeta with my steaks every night.
Steaks, exactly.
How do you like your steak?
Well done.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, we'll get on to our NFL picks right now, and Week 8 seems to be pretty promising. You know, I really apologize to the viewers. I have to do this. I started off 9-3, and the last 2 weeks has been kind of bumpy. I have 2-6. Just really not like the place where I'm at now. We're gonna start though. We're gonna go with our first pick here. All Saints. I mean, I'm the Pope. I mean, if I didn't pick them, I don't know. Even if they sucked, like I don't know how I don't pick them. We got -10. I think Teddy Bridgewater is probably gonna play. I think they're gonna sit out Breeze against Arizona. I mean, Arizona's kind of a weak team, even though their record's kind of getting a little bit better. But their defense is just too spot on. I don't see Arizona scoring a lot of points there. Still, what's your first pick?
First pick, I'm going Bears -4 over the Chargers. I think the Chargers are just haven't looked good. O-line's terrible. Khalil Mack's just going to run show, eat them up. And I think a little bit of a Trubisky comeback game.
Ooh,
Little bit. Nothing too big. Guy kind of...
I'm hearing these
sketchy, but-
Cam Newton rumors, and I'm like, I don't like that either. Going with Chicago.
Mhm.
Rick, you got a pick or?
I'll give you a
should we
pick
roll on?
right now.
Yeah.
I like the Niners this week. 5.5 point favorites over the Panthers. There's a lot of juice coming in on the Panthers. It's a decent amount of points. But Kyle Allen,
The truth.
yeah, I mean, this just seems like a week where he gets his ass handed to him. A little reality check.
Yeah, kicks.
He's
Love it.
To
he's
me,
gone
defense.
up. Well, that's the thing. He's gone up against the Cardinals, Texans, Jaguars, and Bucks, all of whom struggle against the pass to varying extents. Yeah, the Niners. You just look at their pass defense, their sack percentage. I'm big on sack percentage, yards per play differential.
There we go.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's a big week for to kind of chop him down the size a little bit.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of the other way. I got Carolina. I had him at +6, so I'm going to leave it at that. I think the kicker for San Fran is Robbie Gould, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I think he shanks one. I think they win by 6. And it'll be a push, but at least they'll tie.
Battle of the
Yeah.
kickers.
Yeah.
Joey Sly.
I mean, if you're pushing, you're winning. I don't care what you say.
It's not a loss. That's the way it
It ain't
goes.
money though.
It's money well spent.
Yeah, could be worse.
Uncle Rico, dude, shut down that phone, please.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Go. Oh, that was close. Whatever, Steele.
That
You're
was
up,
tough.
man.
Ah, yeah, I got Packers 3.5 versus the Chiefs because Aaron Rodgers was unbelievable last week, and without Mahomes, doesn't look like he's gonna play. I mean, I think that defense is just gonna get shredded
Yeah, I know. Matt
without the ability to get back that Mahomes.
Matt Moore, I'd probably take Uncle Rico over Matt Moore.
100%.
Yeah, if
No-brainer.
he's playing, that's a Sunday night game. If he's playing in prime time, he is gonna get absolutely shelled.
Give me an Uncle Rico with a broken hip
Yeah.
over.
Aaron Rodgers is thrown to a couple guys I don't even like. This Allison guy, I don't even know a couple of these guys. Devontae Adams is out. That's also my pick. I got Green Bay -3.5. The half. If you're a sucker, if you don't buy that, like if you're
Grow up.
If you're a real gambler, you do that at 3. You get the job done. No questions asked. I still think they win by at least a touchdown. Just because they played Denver last week, and when he went down in the second quarter, yeah, they wrapped shit up. But Joe Flacco just seemed like he had no energy.
No.
And
That's the
he's
problem.
not even on the bet card this week because he's not even worth my time.
What are
Yeah.
the Chiefs good at?
Let him
Without Mahomes.
Having
You know
Mahomes
what I mean?
let it rip.
They
That's a
can't
good
stop
question.
the run. They
Yeah.
can't stop the pass.
Nothing.
They can't protect the quarterback. They can't do much of anything.
No.
Like, they kind of stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Packers
not really
defense
that
is
good.
real too.
No, and that's the thing. That Broncos team last week made their defense look good with the fumble recovery for the touchdown. It's like, is Denver really like that bad, or are they like is Kansas City good? And I think the answer to that is Denver is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yes. You got another pick or?
Oh, yep. Seattle, -3 against the Falcons. Seattle, I think they're gonna come out running, and Falcons have been just terrible, brutal.
Oh,
year.
yeah,
they
they-
just got nothing.
That's a must bet against, especially
Yeah.
Matt Ryan seemed to be hurt. I don't know if he's gonna play this week. Do you know if he's gonna play?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right. Well, either way,
that helps it
I
more.
still take those suck bags from Atlanta to
it's-
lose.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably helps your cause.
Yeah,
Considering
exactly.
Yeah,
Matt Schaub's the backup, and it's
Yikes.
2019.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, my lord.
I thought he was playing in like 2001. Like that dude's been around for way too long.
Those guys didn't learn from me.
Not one bit.
They're
Not
fucked.
one bit.
The Falcons
Do
are
not make
fucked.
that
I hate to say it.
I think Uncle Rico and Matt Chubb were in the same draft class.
No. I
Graduating class.
I was helping Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, not Matt Schaub or
Yeah,
Matt
fuck
Ryan,
that.
to be honest.
Fuck him too.
Matt Ryan used to learn from me, and then he decided he didn't need Uncle Rico's secret
Well,
to success.
let me
the
ask-
Velveeta,
yeah.
the steaks,
The
the sling
Sissy
arm.
sauce?
Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Does Uncle Rico order double steak with his burrito?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do. Carne asada
might
now
be
too.
might be triple.
Triple steak.
Triple steak. I've been buffing up a little bit.
All right, now we got our dogs of the day. We don't have our shitty masks this week, but we got Halloween costumes. But I'll get mine ripping. There's a big game in terms of wild card implications in the AFC, and I got the Raiders. I got John Gruden going in there to Houston and upsetting a Bill O'Brien squad who's looked pretty shitty against, I don't know, pretty loose end Indianapolis team who's also looked impressive. But I like Carr getting it done. They got Josh Jacobs, who's looked good as a rookie. I think he was a little banged up last week. Defense is playing good. They don't have Vontaze Perfect. They lost last week, but this is the comeback trail. And they're at I think they're 2-0. They've been plus 265 twice this year, and they're 2-0 as dogs. So why not take the pick?
Keep the
And
streak
they're
alive.
also a plus 265 this week against Houston. I'm thinking J.J. Watt, he's looking like a bitch at the Houston Astros game. His girl's looking over his shoulder. Who are you texting? Could be texting Rachel Starr for all we know.
Most likely.
No. JJ's not that type of guy.
Interview to come.
Yeah, not from. That's a Magic Mike thing. Not, Uncle Rico already had his time with Rachel.
Yeah, in
Retain,
the
the
70s, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I made her who she is. You go on.
Alright.
You got a
For
dog?
my dog, I'm
What you got
I'm
for a
riding-
pump over there.
riding with the fucking Bucks.
That sounds fucking horrible.
It's gonna be they're sneaky, 4th in the NFL in points per game. They're playing the Titans. Who cares
Ooh,
who's
who
starting
can't-
for
they
them?
can't
They're
score.
fucking bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna take it.
It's not a bad pick. You know the line? Like, you know the money line?
I had it.
So probably
Down.
don't matter. It's
Yeah,
probably in the
it's
twos
up
or
there.
something like that.
Yeah,
but
it's something. It's a 3-point
how,
spread.
yeah, how do you like Jameis Winston throwing 4 picks and winning by 1?
That's
That
right
could-
there.
that could
yeah,
happen.
Yes, it's in
Was
the
it,
card.
was it last 2 weeks ago when he played in London? He threw like 5 picks, but still had over
Yeah.
400 yards passing.
Exactly.
Like, that's insane.
Exactly.
That's nuts. And
I like him. I do.
gross. Terrible.
and we say it almost every week we come on here. Like, when is Mike Vrabel just gonna get the pads going?
Yeah, it's
It's-
soon.
Yeah,
It's
the
soon.
team just fucking pushovers.
It is soon.
They did get away with them like bandits last week against the Chargers. You see that fumble in the 1 yard line?
Yeah, that was tough.
Save the under, by the way. It was 43.5 Took the under, 43 points. I mean, if you go back to that game, they're on the one for about. It looked like a basketball game. They're at the one for about 20 minutes at the end of the game, and Melvin Gordon fumbles into the end zone, looking like an absolute suck bag.
That was brutal.
We have any more picks?
You got a dog?
I'll give you a dog. I'll take the Eagles over the Bills.
Ooh.
I love
that.
the Bills defense. I think it's legit, but the level of competition. Look at the offenses they played: Tennessee, Cincinnati, Miami, Jets. All four of them rank in the bottom 6 in yards per play. Which another, again, I'm big on. I think the Eagles' offense will pose a little bit of a stiffer test.
I think so.
I like
think
the
so.
Dolphins gave them a game last week. It was
Yeah, well,
they were
that's-
losing.
Mhm.
It's not ideal.
Thursday night football, Vikings by a fucking 100. It's gonna be great.
They already
I'll go
won.
with that.
They already won by 100.
Fucking
Hammer that.
Yeah.
Hammer that ball.
Not expensive.
Hammer
only,
it.
if only.
All right, thanks folks for tuning in. I want to give a big shout out to Ricky Doyle for coming in the show. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, it's a dream come
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah. We also want to thank Gardner Minshew for coming in too, really getting the job done with
Uncle
Uncle Rico. Yeah, so for anyone who wants to be a guest on our show, just DM us on our Facebook. Share a bunch of you guys have our numbers. Get the ball rolling. We got a Twitter at Steel and Naz, and I'm not even gonna repeat our Instagram. It's just a Steel and Naz podcast. A lot of underscores into it. I'm just not really gonna get to that. Well, that's it from Steel and Naz, Mass Music Radio's Pioneer Podcast. We'll see you next time.
We'll be right back.